Well, it's time for Community Corner, where we're going to highlight those stories that teach, inspire, and help us to learn a little bit more about our neighbors here in Metro Atlanta. I'm Ron Jones. First of all, there are times when we all need a little help making those very tough decisions. And one Sandy Springs dad and son team wants to make sure that those with disabilities get a voice in that process. 11 Alive's Liza Lucas shares the family's mission.
From the time he was a little child, we were told he's not going to walk, he's not going to speak. Everybody told us what he could not do.
Forget those expectations. From an early age, Angad Sengal and his family pushed beyond what others thought, instead following his passion for life.
I love soccer, and I'm a black belt in karate.
Angad, also a student in Georgia State University's IDEAL program. And while living with Down syndrome does mean he needs support, his family is redefining what that looks like.
All of us in some form or shape need help in making a decision. But when it comes to people with disabilities, we try to make it into this big thing.
The Let Me Do It app changes that idea, a nod to Angad's favorite phrase from childhood. With a customizable design tree, the technology helps users break down tasks and decisions into simple steps or reminders, offering support without the need for a physical person to be constantly standing by.
Technology has helped us in so many ways. Why can't we leverage it here?
The family hopes the result is more independence and confidence, a voice for those who could otherwise be left out. And the chance to help others, Angad admits, feels pretty great.
I feel happy and proud.
A summer camp in Georgia is working to end generational incarceration in a way you probably would not expect. 11 Alive Savannah Levins and photojournalist Mike Nichols takes us to Camp Hope in Rutledge to see how this program actually works.
On your left.
Tucked into the woods an hour east of Atlanta.
Hey, y'all look so good.
You'll find hope.
This crew right here is doing archery.
A camp where fun is the mission.
Here, that was good, huh?
Where community
Beautiful.
feels like family for campers like Aubrey.
That's in case y'all need it.
And around every corner,
Can I borrow one?
a new opportunity.
My name's Christoph, and this is my counselor, Nick.
Each camper is carefully chosen.
Our kids have a shared experience of trauma.
That trauma isn't the focus,
When I'm at Camp Hope, I feel safe.
even though it's often felt.
I know that no matter what, I'm not going to be judged here.
Christoph Williams is soaking in the opportunity to escape.
Sometimes you just need a break. I've just been going through some stuff.
Stuff.
Yeah.
Understood by so few out there,
It's just really calming.
but so many here.
Yeah, it's like full circle.
Even counselors like Armani,
And I feel inclined to be here.
who were once campers themselves.
At the time I was 9 years old, I didn't know I needed it. I was going through things at home because my father wasn't present. However, we don't dwell on the fact that our parents or guardians are incarcerated.
It's the common thread that makes Camp Hope so special.
If you have an incarcerated parent, you're 3 times more likely than your peers to be involved with the criminal justice system. And we want that to change the trajectory of kids' lives.
And you don't have as much access to someone who is very important in your life. It was very saddening, and a lot of times I kind of lost hope.
Hope, the name of the camp that offers just that. No strings attached, not a cent spent by campers or their families.
It kept me out of trouble in a sense and gave me somewhere positive to go.
All right, let's see, Damien.
My father was incarcerated for many reasons. I first came when I was 9 years old. I just saw it as a way to escape the real world. The arrogance, the anger, the frustration. If I didn't have Camp Hope, I don't know where I would be at, to be honest with you.
209 kids will come through Camp Hope this summer.
Aim it like low, like lower.
They'll unpack the why on their own time.
Can I help? I just really love it, and I'm so happy I'm here.
And when they need a place of refuge, Camp Hope will be there.
Coming to Camp Hope, just escaping from those problems and just having fun and focusing on you.
Offering the powerful gift of simple childhood.
It gives you the chance to take a break from that reality if you want to, and allow you to just be a kid.
In Rutledge,
Good job, Damien.
Savannah Levins, 11 Alive News.
As we start a brand new school year, one senior has now turned what some might call a disability into a superpower. 11 Alive's Faith Jesse spoke with John Hickey, a senior at Johns Creek High School who has a very important message for all of us heading back to school.
When you find yourself.
Johnny Hickey is headed to senior year. Well, he and Alberta, his bearded dragon.
Is that your good side, Albert?
His mom, Linda, by his side.
Oh, you went to the nail salon already?
I did go to the nail salon.
On his journey to getting his high school diploma.
Johnny's actually been in public school since he's been 3.
Johnny has a superpower called autism. And back to school prep means finding the right rhythm.
We have chorus, algebra, flex, all kinds of things.
He has different teachers every year.
His favorite teacher?
Coach Latson.
Coach Latson.
Johnny, oh my God, what a big kid. Like, I love you, dude.
Working with Johnny on academics and social skills starts with an individualized educational plan.
And so every student with disabilities has one in the school, and that's where we set their accommodations and things. And, you know, I've had students that needed a therapy dog.
Or in Johnny's case, a therapy bearded dragon.
If 20 kids are asleep, Johnny's the one awake, raising his hand and answering questions. You know, a lot of the students have their disabilities. Yes, they have an area that they struggle with, but there's also some things that they're really good at.
My favorite subject in school is music.
You start to sense.
For Johnny, that's music and theater.
I got my trophy, I got an award.
You did?
It's called Rookie of the Year.
You got Rookie of the Year.
And his t-shirt business, with an important message for everyone as they head into the new school year.
This is be kind.
Delta Airlines is now helping those students kick off a brand new school year in the right way. At its second annual Stuff the Plane event, elementary students from Fulton County, Clayton County, and the Atlanta Public School System visited the Delta Flight Museum to pick out those supplies. About 250 students benefited from this event. Well, as you know, we've been talking a lot about school supplies, uniforms, and getting to the school bus on time. But many kids out there would argue that the best part of the school day is lunch, and I would have to agree. 11 Alive's Crash Clark takes us on a trip down memory lane at the world-famous Lunchbox Museum.
When I was in school, I loved lunch. I had perfect attendance. So I took a drive to Columbus, Georgia to see the world-famous Lunchbox Museum, where Alan Woodall has a collection that spans nearly a century.
You did mention the Holy Grail sits right there. I don't even want to touch it. I'm a big Disney guy. Talk about this Mickey Mouse lunch kit.
The Mickey Mouse Lunchbox 1935 is the beginning of what we call collectible character lunchboxes.
Out of the thousands of lunchboxes he's collected, Alan's favorites are Dick Tracy and the Green Hornet. That's because they took him right back to his childhood 80 years ago.
My brain just took me back to when I was probably 8, 9, or 10 years old, and laying on the floor and listening to the Green Hornet and Dick Tracy on the radio.
And Alan also had an extremely rare Beatles lunchbox collection from the 60s.
That has to be pretty valuable.
It is. The Beatles probably $1,000, $1,200, $1,500 in really good condition. Yellow Submarine, maybe even more.
This place not only brings back great memories, it can be pretty emotional.
I've been to the Louvre. I've been to museums all over the world, and I've never seen anybody with tears in their eyes at any other museum I've been in except here. I've actually seen people here come in here, and it brought back such a great memory. It got really emotional.
And I know just what he means.
The second I walked in, I saw mine. This is mine. I had King Kong. I remember the blue. I remember he had the plane in his hand. He's on the buildings. This was my lunchbox. I don't remember how old I was, but holy smoky potatoes, he's got it right here.
It's really sad that these days so many kids have to take clear backpacks and lunchboxes to school.
That backpack doesn't have the personality that these lunchboxes have.
I can assure you, sir, I will never go to the Museum of Clear Plastic Backpacks.
Come
Thank
to
you.
the Lunchbox Museum.